1,500 people are expected to participate.
The three-day World Peace Assembly is also a 10th anniversary celebration of the establishment of Korean Zen Buddhism in America. The founder, Zen Master Seung Sahn, established this place, the Providence Zen Center, here in Cumberland 3 years ago, with branches in Boston, New York, Los Angeles, among other places. It's not a strange religious cult. Zen teacher George Bowman points out that with over 500,000 Buddhists worldwide, it's a major religion.
People were interviewing Christians in Japan, and they would say, is this some kind of cult, or is this some kind of strange new movement? But in fact, Buddhism is one of the oldest religions on the planet.
There are people here today from Korea, China, Germany, Tibet, and Cambodia. Not all of them are Buddhists, but it's probably fair to say that all of them are dedicated to world peace. Central to the Buddhist doctrine is the underlying unity of all things. We talked to guest speaker, Rabbi Lynn Gottlieb of New York, who is herself a symbol of the diversity here and the unity.
If we look at someone, we say, oh, they're different than us, they look different than me, they talk different than me, and instead of that provoking fear in someone's heart, it can begin to open up a gate.
What else can we do besides to get people who are really genuinely concerned and people who are involved with people who are trying to change their everyday lives together and say, let's try.
People have always fought other people, and world peace may be impossible to achieve. But Rabbi Lynn Gottlieb says that in this nuclear age, if we can't have peace, what else is there?
We are now meeting together at the Providence Zen Center in Cumberland, Rhode Island, to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Korean Buddhism coming to the West. Many religious leaders from East and West are here: Buddhists, Hindus, Christians, and Jews. We are chanting together, eating together, and sharing the truth together. The expression of many parts of one body working together in harmony.
Months ago, when we began planning to have this anniversary celebration, I couldn't imagine what it was going to be like. During that time, some of us have worked many hours and found out that world peace was already at hand. Just doing that together and just seeing this room, I don't have anything to say, but just to see this room with all our guests from Korea, from China, from Tibet, from Cambodia, Germany, Poland, from all over this country. Just to be able to do this together is enough for me. So thank you all very much for coming.
Providence Zen Center, and we tried world peace. Why? So many have problems. Why so many problems? But Buddha says this was already here, not tainted. Also, Spiritual said, was not nothing. What happened here? So that's the point. Each person has a problem, so what is the problem? Each person no problem, what is no problem? Each person makes something, one makes something. They like to make something, that's a problem. Now make something no problem. So one piece is very simple. Is that don't make anything in one piece. So we teach it, don't make anything teaching. So this assembly is a don't make anything assembly.
This afternoon, we'll have 5 speakers representing different traditions, speaking on the role of religion in fostering world peace. The format will be each of the speakers will speak for about 20 minutes. Mr. Khan will be here at the end of the lecture, give a brief translation for our Korean guests into Korean of what was done. After the first 2 speakers, we'll have a 10-minute break. And then we ask you to come immediately back into this room for the remaining 3 lectures. First speaker is Rabbi Lynn Gottlieb from New York City. We're deeply honored to have her with us today, and we feel very lucky that she should come because this weekend is the beginning of the high Jewish holiday Rosh Hashanah. So she'll have to leave right after she gives the speech in order to be back at home before sundown. So she wants us to realize that's why she has to leave so soon. Rabbi is an active member of the Jewish Peace Fellowship and also the Religious Task Force Organization for Survival. She lives in New York City and she serves as a mission.
Out into the earth, and they felt the earth on their feet, and they had a great celebration, and they planted seeds, and they planted grape seeds, and grape seeds make wine, and so they made some wine, and they filled their cups with the wine, and one night they started drinking, and drinking, and they drank, and they drank, and they got awfully drunk. And no sooner were they drunk when Noah turned to his son Ham, and Ham said a bad word to his father, made fun of him and cursed him, and Noah turned around and in his anger cursed his son for all generations. And when the bird heard that, and when the women heard that, they began crying to the Great Spirit, and the bird flew up, she flew up to the heavens crying, and said, for the sake of all life, give us a way to turn to you, give us a way to find you. And the bird burst into a flame, and her heart became a flame, and the flame became a rainbow. And all the family of human beings saw it in the sky, and they were full of wonder. And Father looked at Son, and they began crying, and they embraced.
Zen Master Seung Sahn from Korea. He's famous as the master of the I Ching. And we want to thank him very much for come from Korea, be here with us and to speak today.
그래서 오이만이라는 학도의 선수 차학빈이 도를 배우려면 먼저 모름지기 가난한 것부터 배워야 한다. 학빈 미루 도망치니라 가난한 것을 배워서 가난하게 된 뒤에 도가 바야흐로 친해진다. 일조의 체득 성빈도원이 하루아침에 체득해가지고 가난한 도를 이루고 보니까 도용이 환혁이라 도 쓰는 것이 또한 가난한 때 흑심으로 같다. 이렇게 말하는 것입니다. 정말입니다.
In order to learn the Tao, you have to learn to be poor, especially in your mind. When you learn how to be poor in yourself, all of a sudden, abruptly, you can see the way to go to the Tao.
그래서 예전 조사가 거년 민원 미실이니라 거년에 가난한 것은 가난한 것이 아니다. 금년민이 시시빈이요 금년에 가라는 것이 비로소 가난한 것이다. 그년에는 뭐 다투지더니 지난해에는 송것적으로 땅도 없었더니 금년에는 추야보다 금년에는 송것까지 마저 없어졌다. 이렇게 하는 것입니다.
Last year, poor was nothing. This year, even worse. Last year, when we couldn't find any corn in the storage room, there was just a little problem. This year, I found out I don't have even underwear.
그러나 아무리 가난했지만 속옷까지 없어졌으니 얼마나 가난했습니까? 그렇지만 속옷까지 없어졌다는 그 생각이 붙어있는 것도 아직 가난한 꼬리가 덜 빠졌습니다. 그렇기 때문에 3년 후에 다시 말을 하기를 뭐라고 말을 했느냐 하면 아유 일기현이 술목시이다 나한테 한 소식이 있는데 눈을 끔적해서 자네 보인다. 아무 말이지 눈을 끔적해서 알겠느냐. 약인이 불효하면 만일 그 사람이 그걸 모르겠다고 하면은 별한 삼이야 별나지 내가 삼이야 어린 동자 아무개야 그러겠다.
To be poor in your mind, you have to be real poor. But if you already noticed you are poor, which saying that you don't have even underwear, that thinking is you are already too rich. So you have to even give up that thought also. Then you will see.
Our next speaker is Jack Cornfield, our neighbor from the north. He is the co-founder of the Inside Meditation Center in Barre, Massachusetts, and he represents the Vipassana meditation style practice within Buddhism.
It did not run away from it. There are two sources of strength in this world. One source of strength is people that aren't afraid to kill. And they run a lot of the world, actually, if you look at it from a political point of view. People who aren't afraid to kill someone. And it gives you a lot of strength to not be afraid to kill. The other source of strength in the world, of real strength, are people who aren't afraid to die. People who have looked, as the Venerable Zen Master right before spoke of, have looked into the very source of their nature, have looked in such a deep way that they understand and acknowledge and accept death, and in a way have died. And bring that fearlessness and that caring then, not a sense of small I and taking care of myself and my family and my country and all these things, but something that transcends that separateness. You know, in India, when India was separated from Pakistan and became independent in 1950, there were all these riots, and millions of people were refugees, Muslims and Hindus moving from one country to another. And in the West, to what's now Pakistan, Nehru and Lord Mountbatten sent 60,000 Gurkha troops to keep the riots down. They didn't do very good, but he sent them there to try. To the east, to what's now Bangladesh, was East Pakistan, he sent Gandhi. People think in this world that strength comes from guns, that strength comes from power to kill, from force, and they feel like love, they feel like compassion is a weakness. Gandhi went to Calcutta and he said, I'm going to walk on foot from one village to another and talk to people and ask them to stop, and I'm going to stop eating, I'm going to fast, and I'll die, it's fine with me, but I'm not going to take any more food until you stop this nonsense. He did much more in the East than those 60,000 troops did in the West. Why? How did that happen? Because he truly wasn't afraid to die. He because he cared about something much greater than himself.
This afternoon we'll be Bernard testing Providence Sensei. Sensei is the abbot of the Zen community of New York and Riverside. He's also the Dharma system.
And Joan sees Harry on fire and says, I should go help. And then the second thought says, oh, I might get sued and I'm something around. And eventually maybe does something. Or maybe he doesn't. Walks away and hopes to miss. So then something happens to Harry and Joan, and their consciousness leaves up. Now it's here, and Tetsugen sees everything else except himself. But his two hands is obviously part of me, so obvious that I don't talk about it. I mean, it's absolutely absurd to go around telling you that these two hands are not. Or to try to convince this hand that it's the same body as I am. Out of the question. While it's in the question, we have problems. So the point is, as far as I'm concerned, until that happens, we have problems. After that happens, this is still going to catch on fire. So that type of problem isn't as serious. But immediately, it's taken care of. That taken care of might destroy both. I'm not saying that there's utopias. But the problem of what to do is gone. So we can't stand here talking about what to do. Other than, as Shakyamuni Buddha said, awake. That consciousness not only sits out of here, but it's something that's out of here. Not something, actually, many people say that. Because it's true. In order for us to experience this one body, and not just talk about it, and in experiencing it, we take care of things. And it doesn't mean the world's at peace, but it does mean that we know what to do. And intrinsically, we can say everything as it is fine. Yeah. But again, as a wonderful example of teacher here, some saying, if that one body has something like diabetes, you don't just say, sure, fine. You do something. Why? We can't figure out what to do. Awake, and you do something. So the only message, in fact, that's what Buddhism is, awake. The only message I know is awake.
And this afternoon's lecture is by final benediction, Father Beach from the St. James Church in Misaki.
May the holy wisdom of God enlighten our hearts and souls and minds and bodies this day, this weekend, and forever. Amen.
I want to welcome everybody to the Providence Zen Center and to the panel discussions tonight, which will be on the role of religion in creating peace. This will be the format that we're following in holding the panel discussion. First, I'd like to introduce the speakers. We have speakers from 5 different countries in this world. Starting from my left, Shutetsu Yuzen Sensei from West Berlin, Germany. Next man is Mahaprabhu, originally from Cambodia, Cambodian Buddhist monk. Stephen Gasket, in the middle. He's the founder of Reform in Tennessee. The next person, many of us know, Zen Master Seung Sahn, we usually refer to as Sun Sanim, so if you hear that, that's means representation. The next person is Chakutuko Rinpoche, appreciate spiritual information to that.
I come here to disturb your dreams of peace. I come from Berlin, not from West Berlin. Berlin is Berlin, that's all. If someone went west or east, it's not my problem. Peace is necessary, and I'm born during the Second World War. I like peace, but I don't like peace dream. Today, we had information lectures about peace. But sometimes it seemed to me like theater, not reality. Beautiful room, beautiful actor. But reality is very different from dreaming. So, peace is reality, and reality is everyday life. There are two things. That is my way for peace. One thing is to take away money from the rich, from the capitalist, and the other thing is to take away opinion from the communists.
What is life? Sanskrit, what is life? Ask you Sanskrit. What is life?
Life?
Yes.
You have mouse.
Life is a process of eating. To be eaten. Therefore, eating is very important in Buddhism. All things gather together in eating. The Buddha said, Sarve dharma vedana samosarana. All dharma gather together in vedana. And vedana in Thai language means rusuk. Rusuk means eating in Cantonese. Sukpan. Sukpan is eating. And in Pali also, Vedana means also eating. Veda, deity, Vedana. Slowly around. In Thai language. In Cambodian language, soul around. Soul around means eating also. Eating through the eye, eating through the ear, eating through the nose, eating through the tongue, eating through the mind. The eye is the form, the ear is the sound, the nose is the smell, and the tongue is the taste, the body is the touch, and the mind is ideas. When you sleep, it's dreaming. Therefore, 24 hours without stopping, you eat. If you can control eating, then you can control everything, because everything is eating.
Do you translate it for now?
Yes.
Question, not so understand.
The question is, there are many peace ceremonies, gatherings like this, different groups. Why just now, this time, will this?
One is Buddha's peace heart before now. Then put house in all time. You hungry can eat it. Then people some idea, war, bad, thinking, some looking. This stands in Buddhism because really peace means all says peace not coming. In man thinks then peace. This method then has and this reason 10. Then people
now war not bad, maybe it's war danger. Some ideas people are looking and Buddhism is now only today not wake up. Before Buddha comes now all lineage broke, then all physically man, this Dharma religion, what says this, and broke now have then now connection. People then man's idea, then distance, then talking.
This, Rinpoche says this is not new to Buddhism. Buddhism has always been teaching the same truth, that this is peace. And what he said at the beginning is that the same is in your house. When you're hungry, you eat. Right now, the world doesn't like war, just like people don't like to be hungry. So making peace conferences is just like eating.
Food to all that's teaching. Then people's not thinking eat. Then now he's thinking small hungry. Then maybe he's coming good. Then looking, then showing, talking. It's not.
So the Buddhist teaching is like food when you're hungry, to cure war.
Killing each other. There's only one. When you see one part of that killing each other, but that is a balanced action. Okay? Is it like that? Mouse, very small. But this is elephant, operate mouse. It's a tiger operate this elephant. Cat operate tiger. Okay? Mouse operate cat. If you see one part, cat and mouse, then kill. But if you whole world, you must see whole world. Then mouse, elephant, tiger, cat, balance. That we say complete. We say complete. That's a balance. That is not a balance. But many people only holding my idea, so don't understand whole world in a balance. So we kill each other. That we say karma. We say karma. This karma comes from where? Our life already has been determined. Okay? Example, Korea. After Second War, in Korea, what did the aim now? Okay? North Korea, Russia coming. South Korea, America coming in. Then what happened in Korean people? Not fighting each other, never fighting. Only before Japanese coming into Korea, all control Korea, the Korean many suffering. After Second World War, become one independent, but big country coming here, North, South coming here, our country separate. North Korea, South Korea separate. Now still separate. Whose mistake? You must understand that. That we say by natural process. By natural process. Russian mistake? American mistake? No. That one part of energy balance action. Still Russia, America, more make energy balance. So energy two kind, bad energy, good energy. Return to human nature means correct energy, not bad energy, not good energy. Not bad energy, not energy. So bad energy balance, good energy balance. We don't like good energy, bad energy, correct energy. That we say complete energy. So, we human nature, everybody find human nature, world peace nature, we find correct energy. Correct energy have no any kind of energy control. But bad energy, good energy, only control part energy. So we must understand correct energy. Okay? Then you can control nucleus, bad energy, control bad energy, good energy. Then good, bad energy control our karma. Human is karma. Human being karma make decide. All parties. So before I told you, good and bad have no self-nature. You must find human nature. Then you can control good and bad. Then you can control this world. That means that everything by nature process. But if you find the primary point only goes straight, you can change nature process. For example, here, this master. Okay. This world already peace. Many people. Now, keep in mind one point. Good. Don't check my opinion, condition, this. Only do it. That's the correct energy. We say correct. Not good, not bad energy. Alright?
I'd just like to say something that is sort of helping me out about the question of our past karma. Because this is a question that's come up many times in hippie circles. And somebody said to see the kid in Korea or Vietnam who was being killed, who seems so perfectly innocent, how could they have bad karma and make them get killed at that time? It's very difficult for us to understand it. I think it's because we are trying to understand it from our individual mind, and we try to sort out the tangled bundle of karma from our individuality back to some other small finite cause in history in order that we may make a line from that little place down to our individual case. But that isn't really how I can understand it myself. I don't believe it's how it works. I think that when we say that we are conditioned by the karma of our past lives, that we are speaking collectively, and that it becomes very obvious if we speak collectively, that we are here as a result of the karma of all of us, all of those who have gone before us, and that is why we sit in a building that has beams like this, and speak a language that makes a noise like this, and have clothes that looks these ways, are all the results of everything that's gone on in the world before us down to now. It seems to me the way to face that is for individuals to come to peace with themselves and then agree among themselves as a large generation to do something together with the strength of all of us about our past karma that has led us into this place that leads us to be at war with all these small innocent countries. But we have to say this is our collective past karma, and it's got to be a group collective action that we do about it. One of us doesn't change all of our past karma. This is what I think.
I want to say something about where the workshops will be tomorrow. At 9 o'clock, Stephen Gaskin will hold a workshop here in the dorm room for people who are interested in talking more with him. Also at 9 o'clock, Shutetsu Sensei and Tetsugen Sensei will hold a workshop together up in the new Kyolche space. If you don't know where that is, ask somebody with a red tag and they can get you up there. And also at 9 o'clock, Chakta Toku Rinpoche will hold a workshop in the members' lounge. If you don't know where it is at.
The other question is, what's the nature of the religious life in the community?
Well, we feel that what we're doing is trying to make our religious life and our way we make our living and our real life seamless, so we don't have. I used to know a guy he was the first liberal, radical kind of guy I ever met. He's the first person I ever met who didn't flush after everything. He was the first person I ever met who had a bound copy of a set of all the back issues of The Realist. Yeah. But he also worked in a missile plant. And he used to say, well, if I don't do it, somebody else will. And we couldn't stand that. We wanted the stuff we did so it didn't bring us down, so that it actually was our practice, because we're working for free. That's some of our practice. Working for free is a practice because you have to keep your mind together enough to know why you're working. Very hard to work if you don't know why. Part of our practice is that we have assumed each other's care. And that means that at some time or other, some of us are going to have to come out and take care of business, whatever's going on. We've right livelihood is very important to us. We feel that we should make our living in such a way that we can feel honorable with people in Vietnam and El Salvador and Guatemala and places like that. We can feel honorable with those people about how we make our living here. If we suddenly were transported to that country, that we wouldn't have to unload all our rich stuff real quick.
I think he told you, form is important. To become free of form, you need form. You must come through it. Then growth is okay, not okay. And my Roshi told me, sometimes it's necessary to be a rogue. Sometimes not necessary. And if you understand that, then okay, but you cannot understand without experience. So make experience, as many you can. Try, try, try. Thank you.
In New York, we're sort of, I'm trying that in a way, in terms of the religious aspect, which might be one of the hardest, because usually religions we know each other, right? Or if not, it's hard to tolerate the other forms. That's usually where we get hung up. We can tolerate the notions. Most religions have decent notions. But the forms, we can't tolerate his form, your form. That's kind of real. I like the gray robes better. Whatever it is, there's so many aspects of the forms we don't like. So what we've done, what I'm trying, is I have a non-denominational Zen dome, meditation hall. The meditation hall has no images. And it's a place for the whole community to come and sit. We do that as a Then we have separate, I'm a Buddhist priest, a Soto priest. So there's a Zen temple there too. And we have Buddhist services. And we have Catholic Mass. There's a priest that's, a number of priests that study many nuns, Catholic priests, Catholic nuns. We have Quaker services. We have many Quakers that practice. I have a very close friend, a rabbi, who studies that. He lived in our community for a year. We had Jewish services. So those are all in the community. Not trying to mix it together. We're not trying to make the Jewish services Buddhist and the Buddhist Jews and the Christians. They're all the services as have come down within those traditions. It is all in the community. If you want to attend Buddhist services, you can. If you want to attend Jewish services, you can. If you don't want to attend any services, you can. But you sit together. Otherwise, there's no reason for you to be in the community. That's the glue. That's the common denominator of all of us, is that we're all interested in Zazen or meditation practice. But I think it's important that we not try to, what's the word? Make a solution of the whole matter. Yeah. And that's not the way. Not to try to convince everybody to have one idea. Unless it's no idea, see? But no idea means all ideas. Oh, and that's all they are. None of them are truths. They're all ideas.
Now all people busy, day, night, many things doing. Next year, next month, many long times, then this do that do think. You look, you money, you want $100 have, oh, think you only I have $100, $200 need. $200 have, oh, only I have 200, this is nothing. I 400. Then this ways, all the time, have more. Not recognize, okay, this is all the time permanent. Rich, very rich coming, permanent. Some people come, maybe rich is on life checking. Some people tag, give. This cancer, what cancer? Okay. The rich come, okay, I good. Okay, now fine. The poor come, okay. My lot have.
Really welcome everyone who's come to this ceremony. And if anyone had told me that this would happen in Cumberland, Rhode Island, I never would have believed them. But here we all are. And what is it that we're celebrating today?
이렇게 컴버랜드에서 로드아일랜드 컴버랜드에서 이렇게 성화원을 이루는 평화회의를 가지게 된다는 것은 정말로 상상하기 어려운 정도였습니다. 그러면은 오늘 이 회의에서 무엇을 거행할 것인가가 문제가 되겠죠.
I think what we're celebrating can be seen very clearly if everyone would just take a moment and look down at their own 2 feet, just for a moment. Just for a moment.
잠시 동안 우리의 앞을 간단히 생각을 해보십시다. 이 불교 문자로 조고 카카라고 합니다.
And if you do this, you'll see that all of our feet are firmly planted on the same ground. If you do this, if you just take a moment and look at your feet, then you'll see that all of our feet are firmly planted on the same ground.
우리의 바로 앞을 자세히 본다고 하면은 우리는 같은 발밑을 본다고 하면은 우리는 같은 땅에 서고 있다는 것을 아실 겁니다.
That's the first thing that we're celebrating, and perhaps the most important. The second thing that we're celebrating is what are we going to do about it, or where are these feet going to go after we leave this ceremony today?
그게 첫 것이고 우리가 같은 땅에 서고 있다는 것이 첫째 번 문제고 두 번째로 우리가 생각할 수 있는 것은 이 같은 땅에서 우리가 어디로 향하고 있을 것인가 하고 생각을 해보십시다.
So if you see that in fact your feet are, all our feet are on the same ground, then when you leave, some really genuine relationship with something, with anything is possible.
그렇다고 하면은 우리가 이 같은 방향으로 같이 행동을 할 때 우리는 같은 통일된 어떠한 행동이 나올 줄 믿습니다.
And this relationship might be that of that between a doctor and his patient, or a Zen master and his student, or a monk and his disciple.
그런데 같이 진행해 나가는 데는 어떠한 관계가 벌어집니다. 예를 들면은 의사하고 환자의 관계, 선사와 신도들의 관계 등과 같은 이런 관계가 벌어지게 됩니다.
But in any case, the connection will be solid right here in our bellies, and we'll just do it. So I hope that each one of us first looks down and sees our feet on the same ground, and then next when we leave, find some way of expressing that, some way of doing it without checking ourselves too much, but just going ahead and trying.
다시 말씀을 드리면 같은 처지에서 같은 땅을 딛고 같은 방향으로 같이 행동을 해 나가는 데는 아무 생각 없이 그저 앞을 향해서 갈 따름입니다.
That is itself world peace. Thank you.
이것이 바로 평화라고 할 수 있겠습니다.
We are now going to have a series of Dharma messages. We have representatives here from 13 countries around the world, and we're going to ask each one of them to speak.
다음 순서는 세계 13나라로부터 오신 13나라를 대표해서 오신 스님들께서 제일 먼저 먼 나라에서 오신 분부터 차례로 나오셔서 간결한 한 말씀씩을 해주시겠습니다.
We're asking them to either give one word or one action.
즉 한마디 말씀 아니면은 한마디의 동작을 보여주시겠습니다.
From Tibet, Chokdud Tulku Rinpoche.
티베트에서 오신 착투 톨카 림포치 스님께서 나오시겠습니다.
스님이 아니요. 스님이 아니라고.
스님이 아니세요?
거사.
거사님이 나오십니다.
오해 자꾸 하지 마. 루이스. 케이블.
From India, Dhananjay Joshi.
다음은 인도에서 오신 다난자 오시 거사님이 나오십니다.
옴 භද්ரம் कर्णे विशृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्रा स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवांसस्तनूभिः वशें देवहितं यदायु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
From Cambodia, the Reverend Mahagosananda.
다음엔 캄보디아에서 오신 마하거스난다 스님께서 종종 스님 되시는 분이 나오십니다.
Namo tasya bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhasya. Namo tasya bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhasya. Namo tasya bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhasya. សកលលោកទាំងមូលជាទីលំនៅរបស់យើងសពសត្វទាំងអស់ជាមេត្តានិងជាបិតាជាបងប្អូនកូនចៅរបស់យើងការសង្គ្រោះ នឹងការមានមេត្តាចំពោះសពសត្វទាំងនោះជាករណីយកិច្ចនិងជាសាសនារបស់យើង Le monde est notre demeure bien aimé. Tous les hommes sont nos frères et nos sœurs bien aimés, sont nos mères et nos pères bien aimés. Les aider, les aimer sont notre religion et notre devoir. The whole world is our beloved mother. The whole world is our beloved house. All living beings are our mother and father. To love them and to help them are our duty and our religion. Thank you. Amen.
우리 종교는 한마디로 말씀하셨는데 우리가 가장 사랑하는 어머니와 가장 사랑하는 집을 상징적으로 얘기를 했습니다. 그 안에 우리가 가장 사랑하는 어머님과 가장 사랑하는 집안에서 서로 돕고 서로 애끼고 서로 사랑하는 가운데서 불교의 정신이 구현된다고 봅니다.
From Thailand, the Venerable Ajahn Sobin.
다음은 태국에서 오신 아친 소빈 거사님께서 나오십니다.
우리가 태국에 그 전에 태국 신난에 사무총장.
이분은 일찍이 태국 성단의 사무총장을 지내셨습니다. 이제는 환속을 하셔서 병환으로 환속을 하셨습니다.
사페사타 สัตว์ทั้งหลายที่เป็นเพื่อนทุกข์เกิดแก่เจ็บตายด้วยกันทั้งหมดทั้งสิ้นจงเป็นสุขเป็นสุขเถิดอย่าได้มีเวรมีภัยแตกแก่กันและกันเลยจงเป็นสุขเป็นสุขเถิดอย่าได้มีความพยาบาทเบียดเบียนซึ่งกันและกันเลยจงเป็นสุขเป็นสุขเถิดอย่าได้มีความเจ็บไข้ทุกกายทุกใจเลยสุขีอัตตานังปริหารันตุขอจงมีความสุขกายสุขใจรักษาตนให้พ้นจากทุกภัยอันตรายทั้งสิ้นนั้นเถิด Loving kindness is meaning about world peace and just a seeing just a hearing meaning about
From China, Taiwan, the Venerable Quang Yuan.
다음은 대만에서 오신 광yan 선생님께서 나오시겠습니다.
Microphone, Jim, microphone. Over there, in the middle.
Yes, sir. 祈祷世界和平，佛法兴隆，世界和平，人民安乐，身心自在。
I hope that Buddhism illuminates the earth, brings world peace, that all beings may be happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
이 세상에 여러 종교가 많지만은 불교야말로 진정한 평화를 가져올 수 있으며 여러분에게 행복을 안겨다 줄 수 있다고 확신하는 바입니다.
From Korea, Ono Gwang Sunim, who's the chairman of the Senate of the Chogyey Order. And Daesu Sunim, would you please come and translate?
다음은 한국의 조계 의장 스님께서 종회 의장 오노근 스님께서 나오시겠습니다. 통역은 대수 스님께서 해주시겠습니다.
Our Japanese representative, unfortunately, is not able to be here because of transportation difficulties. It was Yanase Roshi, who was a good friend of Sansanim's. He's not here. Yanase Roshi.
오늘 예정으로는 일본에서 오신 선사님이 오실 예정이었습니다만 교통관계로 부득이 참석을 못했습니다. 그분 대신으로 야나세 로시께서 나오시겠습니다.
야나세 로시가 못 오고 그 대신으로
야나세 로시께서 못 오시고 그 대신 딴 분이 나오시겠습니다.
From Poland, Dharma teacher Andrzej Czernecki.
제가 실례했습니다. 그분은 못 오시게 됐답니다. 다음엔 폴란드의 안드레 제비키 법사께서 나오시겠습니다.
포랜드 조계종 원장.
이분은 폴란드의 조계종 선언의 원장으로 계십니다.
I wanted to talk in hello from Poland. Now Dorota translate.
I try.
Mówią niektórzy, że w Polsce teraz nie ma pokoju.
Some people used to say that now in Poland there is no peace.
Ale to nie jest prawda.
But it's not true.
모든 분들은 폴란드에는 평화가 없다고 오해하고 계십니다.
Jesteśmy teraz tutaj razem.
We're not. Yeah. I'm sorry. We're now together here, all together. I'm sorry.
I to jest pokój.
And that is a peace.
Więc zostańmy.
So let's stay.
Korean. First Poland, next English, next Korean. Okay?
이거 삼중 대화가 되겠습니다.
Okay, so now we are together. Let's stay here. And that's the peace.
우리는 이 자리에 다 같이 모으셨습니다. 이것이 바로 평화라고 할 수 있습니다.
And now from Berlin, West Germany, Shutetsu Sensei.
다음엔 또 멀리서 오신 독일에서 소데스 센세이 교사님께서 나오시겠습니다.
Right hand, left hand. Yes, no. Man, woman, friend, enemy.
오른쪽 손, 왼쪽 손, 남자, 여자, 우방과 적, 이 양자가 같이 합했습니다.
And now from Sweden, Dharma teacher Ingrid Gareth Eriksson.
다음은 스웨덴에서 잉그리드 게라프 에릭슨이라는 법사가 나오시겠습니다.
And now from France, Marie-Louise Genchi.
다음은 프랑스에서 오신 마리 루이스 겐치 스님께서 나오십니다.
일본 스님한테 기회를 받고 일본 스님한테 기회를 받고 여승이에요.
이분은 여성으로서 일본 스님한테 기회를 받으신 분입니다.
L'humanité est une sangha qui fait zazen avec le cosmos entier.
The humanity of the Sangha who makes a meditation with all the university.
Et c'est
The universe, the whole universe.
C'est une phrase de Tyson de Shimaru Roshi. L'humanité est une sangha qui fait zazen avec le cosmos entier.
The Sangha who do zazen with the whole universe. From Deshimaru Roshi. Deshimaru Roshi.
즉 선언하기 위해서 이 자정을 하실 때 마음의 평화를 갖게 된답니다. 그것이 바로 이 평화를 가지고 올 수 있다고 하는 것입니다.
And now from Canada, Dharma teacher Paul Green.
다음에는 캐나다에서 오신 폴 그린 법사가 나오십니다.
Thank you to Sansanim. Thank you to Providence Zen Center. Thank you all for Together Action occasion.
먼저 선사님 그리고 여기에 프로비던스 선원 여러분 그리고 한국에서 오신 여러 고성 선사님들 이렇게 같이 이 자리에 모이게 된 것을 진심으로 감사하게 생각합니다. 이것이 바로 평화의 첫걸음이라고 할 수 있습니다.
Our last message will be by Dharma teacher Bob Pear, representing the United States.
다음은 가장 멀고도 가까운 우리 미국의 달마 법사로 계신 밥 피아께서 나오셨습니다.
We've cried too many tears. That's enough now.
우리 인류는 너무나 많은 종류의 눈물을 가지고 있습니다. 이것이 무엇일까요?
We will now have the reading and the signing of our world peace message.
다음은 우리 평화에 대한 메시지가 낭독되었습니다.
The world's peace statement will now be read in English by Dharma teacher David Mott.
다음은 데이빗 마트 법사께서 영어로 낭독을 하시겠습니다.
World Peace Message. This is a crucial period in the history of our planet. A time when changes in the fabric of this precious life are being set in motion. Changes that we can barely control and do not fully understand. In the richest countries, the mental hospitals are full. In the poorest countries, stomachs are empty. Governments are spending $1 million per minute to outdo each other in the arms race. Wars continue to break out between nations, and there is widespread fear of nuclear annihilation. The richness and diversity of 500 million years of evolution are rapidly being reduced to a point from which it can no longer recover. Today, the threat of nuclear annihilation is beginning to knock down the barriers between self and other, rich country and poor country. This threat is pointing to the fact that we all have our feet on the same soil. If the family of man is to survive, there must be a stop to the escalation of nuclear arms. The establishment of peace and the prevention of war are the ideals of all ethical people. All the suffering in this world comes from causes and conditions that reside in each one of us, set in motion by the individual and collective force of our desire, anger, and delusion. This fire of desire, anger, and delusion obscures the true nature that we share in common. We have so lost sight of this true nature that instead of loving each other, cooperating with each other, and working together and helping each other, we cling to and defend our opinions. The predicament of the planet requires overcoming selfishness, the split between self and other. When the self is forgotten, then we can hear clearly, see clearly, think clearly. Everything we meet is our true nature. All life is so intimately interconnected that our every action has a direct and genuine effect on the condition of this earth. We are now meeting together at the Providence Zen Center in Cumberland, Rhode Island, to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Korean Buddhism coming to the West. Many religious leaders from East and West are here: Buddhists, Hindus, Christians, and Jews. We are chanting together, eating together, and sharing the truth together. The expression of many parts of one body working together in harmony. It is our deepest aspiration that the family of man can live in peace and harmony, that all people can wake up to their true nature, that deep, fundamental clarity that is beyond dogma and opinion. Then, in turn, we hope that all of us will use this love and wisdom to create world peace and save all beings from suffering. The earth is spinning through space. When clouds disappear, there are 10,000 miles of blue sky. Signed at the Great Master's World Peace Assembly, Providence Zen Center, Hongpap-won, September 18th, 1982. Thank you.
분들은 그 시를 가지고 계실 겁니다. Everybody have this this poem. First, 무상 스님 read the poem, then I explain for you. 처음 이제 영어로서 우리 무상 스님이 읽겠습니다. 그 다음에 한국말로 제가 약간 더 읽고 설명해 드리겠습니다.
10-year anniversary poem. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 years passing. Everything's changing. Mountain is water. Water is mountain. Gone. 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 Everything disappears. Cannot find path. No north, south, east, west. No time. No space. No mountain. No water. Nothing. 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 Keep clear mind. Hit 30 times. Ouch! 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 Oh! Mountain is blue. Water is flowing. Take away one hair. One more step, okay? Aha! Now hungry. Let's eat together. Chop, chop, chop.
Everybody understand where is the point? First part, everybody understand 1, 2, 3, 4. Anytime begin first 1, then already passing 10 years. So first part is just like this. Next part, no mountain. Mountain is water, water is mountain. That means everybody understand form is emptiness, emptiness is a form. Okay? Next, no mountain, no water. Point is no mountain, no water. That means no form, no emptiness. No God, no you, no I, nothing at all. That we say primary point. Everybody have primary point? Where is that? Open your mouth, I hate you. Okay. Only silence. Next. The mountain is blue, the water is flowing. That means form is form, emptiness, emptiness. So, 3 statements. Form is emptiness, emptiness form. Next, no form, no emptiness. Next, form is form, emptiness, emptiness. Which one do you like? No? Okay. So next course means if your form is form, emptiness, emptiness, then you'll appear. I understand something. That we say when you see, when you hear, when you true, when you smell, everything just like the truth. But don't understand correct life. Only understand truth. Understand truth cannot help you. So one more step necessary. So last part, take away one hair. Take away one hair. Still have one hair. Cut necessary. So one more step, okay? One more step. Just now. What are you doing now? Together eat. Hungry. Outside hungry, inside hungry. Mind, Western people, mind hungry. Eastern people, outside hungry. So together eat necessary. American, all this cat food, dog food, many go to India necessary. So together eat. So chop. Important point. Okay? Enough? 미국 사람인데 이제 이 시를 지었는데 이것이 이제 우리 헌법은 청졸산이라고 할 수가 있습니다. 그래서 약간 굉장히 어린애 같은 시지만은 그 속에 빼다구를 한번 추려보겠습니다. 하나, 이게 우리 한국에서는 한시로 성시를 짓지만은 미 서양식 성시예요, 이게. 선으로 짓는 시기 때문에. 하나 둘 셋, 하나 둘 셋 넷. 이것은 여러분들이 아는 것과 마찬가지죠. 무엇이나 모양과 이름을 가지고 있는 것은 하나에서부터 시작합니다. 그래서 헌법원도 하나에서부터 시작해서 하나 둘 셋 넷 10년이 벌써 흘러갔네. 10년이 되면 강산이 변한다고 그랬어요. 10년이 되면 강산이 변한다. 그래서 벌써 10년이 흘러갔으니 무상하거나 산이 물이 되고 물이 산이 되었네. 흘러가고 또 흘러갔다. 감상적이죠? 우리 할머니들 막 얼굴이 주글주글하고 말이야. 몇 년이야 흘러갔어. 그 다음에 모든 것이 다 멸하였네. 그러다 보니까 자꾸 없어져. 내 친구도 없어지고 내 할아버지도 없어지고 내 한국집도 없어지고 자꾸 없어진다고. 길도 멸하네. 가다 보니까 내가 죽어서 어디로 갈 건고 하는 생각이 모여오네. 먹고 사는 것이 문제가 아니야. 갈 길이 묘연하다고. 묘연한 것이 내 갈 길만 아니라 자꾸 가다 보니까 동서남북이라는 게 내 몸뚱이가 사라지기 전에 동서남북이 어디 있어? 내가 있으니까 동서남북이 있지. 안 그래요? 옳지요? 그럼 맞는 말이야. 동서남북이 다 사라졌구나. 공간과 시간이 어디에 갔는고. 산도 없어지고 물도 없어졌네. 텅 비고 비고 텅 비었도다. 이 생을 살다 보니까 허무하기가 짝이 없어. 텅 빈 그 자리에는 부처도 없고 나도 없고 하나님도 없고 모든 것이 다 우리 정멸복음 하시 정멸복음. 어디서 생각하기 전 정멸복음 있죠? 그 정멸복음이나 마침 그 자리가 우리의 원점이라는 거야. 그 속에서 정멸 속에서 전부가 나왔다 이거란 말이야. 다 텅 비었네. 거기까지가 반조갈이고, 그 다음에 그 정멸 속에 또 집착이 되면 우리가 낙공이라 그래. 공에 뚝 떨어진다 그러거든. 그러니까 정신 차려 이 사람아. 방 30봉 하리라. 정멸 속에는 붙어있기 때문에 공에 떨어져. 30봉을 내가 때리라. 아 그랬다면. 그러니까 아야야야 그랬거든. 맞았으니까 아야 소리가 나오지. 그 공이 아니라는 소식이야. 공 속에 아야야 셋은 그 공 속에 묘유가 있다는 소식이거든. 그 텅 빈 속에 묘유 소리가 나왔단 말이에요. 아야야야 하고서 정신을 차서 보니까 어허 산은 불고 물은 불러가다. 옛날에 우리 종종 스님께서 처임식 때에 산은 산이요 물인 물이로다 이렇게 말씀인 구절이 있어요. 그와 비슷한 말입니다. 그렇게 알아두시면 됩니다. 그래서 요거 이제 세 줄기를 볼 적에 처음에 산이 물이 되고 물이 살이 되었네 하는 것은 사특시공 공죽시색을 얘기한 거요. 그 다음에 산도 없어지고 물도 없어졌네 한 것은 무색 무궁야 공도 없어지고 또한 색도 없어졌다는 우리 원점 정멸처에 들어간 거고, 그 다음에 산은 푸르고 물은 흘러가네 한 것은 색은 색이요 공은 공이요. 그래서 이 세 가지에 색즉시공 공죽시색 무색 무공 공죽 공이요 색즉 색이라. 이 세 가지 중에 우리 큰 스님네들 보는 것을 좋아하십니까? 한번 일러 보십시오. 그러나 색즉 색이요 공죽 공이라는 거기도 때가 묻었어. 보는 대로 듣는 대로 다 진리라고 하겠지만 진리라는 곡에 때가 묻었다. 그러니까 한 가닥 털을 끊어버려라. 부처님 우리 개 받을 적에 한 가닥 털을 끊어버리려 탁 개도로서 한 가닥 털을 끊어버리고 한발 갱진일보 하라 말이야. 그리고 갱진일보라 알겠나 말이야. 그래서 한 발자국 더 가야 돼 이 사람아. 아하 그러니까 지금 요 시간으로 돌아왔단 말이야. 요 시간 무슨 뭐 부처가 어떻고 뭐 어떻고 다 없어지고 지금 내가 당장 무엇을 할 것인가 말이야. 저거 각하에 가서 요 발이 어디로 향할 것인가 말이야. 배가 고프구나. 이제는 그렇게 떠들다 보니 배가 고파. 다 같이 밥이나 먹세 그려. 다 같이 밥이나 먹사. 이건 평화의 밥을 먹는 거야. 이자 얘기하자. 서양 사람들은 마음의 배가 고프고 동양 사람들은 실제로 이 몸뚱어리 배가 고파. 배가 고프면 똑같다. 서양 사람이 배가 고픈 거나 동양 사람이 배가 고픈 거나 같으니까 이젠 밥이나 먹잔 말이야. 무슨 밥? 부처님 밥 먹어야지. 찹찹찹 했어. 그 속에 찹찹 세 소리 가운데 다 들어있습니다. 그러니까 여러분들 찹찹찹 세 소식을 알아서 깨달아 주십시오. 감사합니다.
This is a serious Zen student getting ready to do a Kido.
next speaker is Dr. Shagu Khan from New York. Dr. Khan is an active leader in the Korean Buddhist community in New York City. He's been a student of Seung Sahn for a long time and has been helping the Zen Center from the very beginning. So we're very happy to have Dr. Khan.
So how can you achieve the peace? How can you achieve peace in your mind? That's the beginning and also the end of the point. As I said at the beginning, you have to go by you alone. However, you do need very keen-eyed teacher. But you have to experience by your own way, whether that is right or wrong. There's only one way. No one can teach you the truth. Even not truth, no one can teach you. Only he can point it. Where is truth or where is the peace?
And I think we should maybe take this occasion to congratulate and thank Zen Master Seung Sahn for his hard work and 10 years of teaching Buddhism in America.